Hello. Do you struggle with excessive gas? Do you experience pain, cramps, or a feeling of bloating or swelling? That's the focus of today's video: how to get rid of gas or bloating. I'll also talk about when gas becomes excessive, the main causes of gas, and why some gases have a stronger odor than others. So, stay tuned. But first, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This way, you won't miss out on our health tips. Don't forget to share this video with as many people as possible on your social media. Let's spread quality information to a wider audience. Now tell me, do you struggle with excessive gas or bloating? Would you like to improve that? Where are you watching from in the US or anywhere in the world? Let me know in the comments below. How is gas formed? Gas is produced in two main ways: through the normal digestion process and by swallowing air. The digestion process naturally creates gas, especially from the bacteria in your large intestine that break down food. Anaerobic bacteria produce methane gas, while aerobic bacteria release carbon dioxide. Depending on what you've eaten, gases like sulfur and other compounds may also form. But it's not just bacteria. Swallowing air while eating too quickly, drinking, talking during meals, chewing gum, smoking, or consuming carbonated drinks can introduce air into your digestive system. This air can either travel through your digestive tract with your food or be expelled as a burp. In short, gas is a result of what you eat and how you eat. Not everyone will experience gas from the same foods. How much gas does the average person produce? On average, an adult releases gas 14 to 20 times a day, with up to 25 times still considered normal. Although common, it can often be embarrassing or even uncomfortable. Which foods are most likely to cause gas? Beans. Beans are highly nutritious and rich in soluble fiber, which helps lower cholesterol. However, they can produce excessive gas, sometimes accompanied by bloating, which is why many people avoid them. Beans contain carbohydrates that our digestive system cannot break down due to a lack of the enzyme alpha-galactosidase. This also applies to lentils, peas, and cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, and cauliflower. Because we can't fully digest these foods, fermentation occurs. While this process is good for health, it can lead to gas, often with an unpleasant smell. Pro tip for beans: soaking beans overnight, draining, rinsing, and cooking them in fresh water can reduce the amount of oligosaccharides, thereby minimizing gas production. Cooking them in a pressure cooker can help even more. Other gas-producing foods include vegetables, broccoli, cabbage, onions. Fruits, those high in sorbitol, such as plums, pears, apples, and peaches. Dairy products, especially if you're lactose intolerant. Whole grains, carbonated drinks, processed foods, and artificial sweeteners. Do proteins and fats cause less gas? Yes, proteins and fats generally produce less gas than carbohydrates. However, some protein-rich foods, like eggs, can make gas smell stronger. Should you avoid healthy foods that cause gas? Not necessarily. Foods like broccoli, onions, and whole grains are important for a healthy diet. Instead, try incorporating easily digestible carbohydrates, like potatoes, rice, lettuce, bananas, grapes, oranges, and yogurt. Eating smaller meals or reducing your intake of gas-producing foods can also help. Why do some gases smell worse than others? Most gas is odorless. However, foul-smelling gas can result from several factors. Sulfur-rich vegetables, like broccoli and cabbage, contain natural compounds that smell like rotten eggs. Food intolerances. People with lactose intolerance can't digest lactose, which ferments in the intestines. Similarly, those with celiac disease, an autoimmune condition triggered by gluten, may experience inflammation, malabsorption, and symptoms like gas, diarrhea, and weight loss. Bacteria or viruses. Certain infections or antibiotics can alter your gut flora, leading to smelly gas. Constipation. When stool remains in the intestine for too long, odor can intensify. Serious conditions, like intestinal cancer. Could excessive gas indicate an underlying condition? Yes, it could. If your diet isn't high in carbohydrates and you're not swallowing excessive air, your gas could be linked to a medical condition, such as gastroenteritis, lactose intolerance, irritable bowel syndrome, fatty liver disease, Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, diabetes, celiac disease, pancreatitis, dumping syndrome, gastroesophageal reflux disease, ulcers, and even cancer. Let's dive into 10 tips to help you reduce gas and bloating. First tip, eat more slowly and chew thoroughly. Most of the gas in your body comes from swallowed air, not from bacteria in your gut. When you eat too quickly, you swallow much more air than when you take your time. Eating fast also makes you more likely to overeat. Focus on your meal, chew your food properly, and avoid eating while multitasking. Second tip, avoid carbonated beverages. Sodas, sparkling water, and beer. Don't just make you burp. Many of those bubbles travel through your entire digestive system, causing gas and discomfort. Third tip, if you smoke, quit. Every time you inhale from a cigarette or cigar, you swallow air. Besides that, smoking increases your risk of developing cancers in the mouth, stomach, intestines, lungs, and more. Quit now. Fourth tip, skip the chewing gum. Chewing gum causes you to swallow more air than you would otherwise. If you're dealing with excessive gas, cutting out gum can make a big difference. Fifth tip, limit gas-producing foods. From the list I mentioned earlier, one or more of those foods might be triggering your symptoms. While many are part of a healthy diet, you don't necessarily have to cut them out completely. Just eat smaller amounts. Sixth tip, rule out food intolerances. You can do this by asking your doctor for blood tests or by eliminating certain foods from your diet. For instance, if you suspect lactose intolerance, stop consuming milk, cheese, yogurt, and other dairy products to see if your symptoms improve. If they do, lactose intolerance is likely the cause. If not, consider testing for gluten sensitivity by avoiding bread, crackers, cakes, pasta, and other gluten-containing foods. If your symptoms improve, you might want to check with your doctor to rule out celiac disease, which can increase your risk of infertility and certain cancers. Seventh tip, try probiotics. Probiotics are supplements containing beneficial bacteria. Sometimes your gut may be colonized by harmful bacteria or have an imbalance known as dysbiosis. Taking probiotics can help restore balance. Since not all bacteria strains are the same, experiment to find what works best for you. Eighth tip, address constipation. Constipation affects nearly 15% of people and can cause infrequent bowel movements, straining, hard stools, and bloating. To combat this, drink plenty of water, exercise regularly, and gradually increase your fiber intake. Ninth tip, eat smaller portions and limit salty foods. Eating large meals can contribute to bloating in two ways. First, large portions may strain your stomach, leading to gas buildup and a feeling of fullness. Second, foods high in indigestible or poorly digested carbohydrates can produce more gas in your colon. Salt also contributes to bloating. Reducing portion sizes and limiting salty foods like fried snacks, fast food, and chips can help alleviate bloating symptoms. 10th tip, drink peppermint or ginger tea. Some evidence suggests that peppermint tea can relieve symptoms of gas and bloating. Peppermint supplements have been shown to reduce bloating and abdominal distension, especially in individuals with irritable bowel syndrome. Similarly, small amounts of ginger can aid digestion and help reduce gas. When should you see a doctor? If you're experiencing any of the following symptoms, it's time to seek medical advice. Persistent abdominal swelling, severe abdominal pain, frequent vomiting or diarrhea, unexplained constipation, unintentional weight loss, heartburn or blood in your stool. Gas and bloating are common issues. Maintaining a healthy diet, keeping your weight in check, exercising regularly, and ensuring proper bowel function can significantly reduce symptoms. If specific foods in your diet are causing bloating, avoiding or limiting them can help. If these issues are interfering with your quality of life, consult a doctor or nutritionist to find effective solutions. Did you like the video? If so, like and share it. Send it to someone who needs to know how to get rid of gas. And remember, always consult a doctor and make informed choices to protect your health. And don't forget to also watch my video on what your doctor won't say about drinking water on an empty stomach and my video on what happens to your body when you start taking omega-3s every day for 30 days. Benefits and risks. Thanks for sticking with me until the end of this video. May God bless us with health and life. Let's work together to promote everyone's well-being. Remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. See you in the next video. Thank you so much.